Welcome, bronies! Today I review a new hope for every Cutie Mark Crusader fan. This is On Second Look, On Your Marks. How should I start? Perhaps with a clue. This is not a Cutie Mark Crusader episode. It is one for Applebloom and the other two are just sidekicks. Or either with a real good message who I can take from the episode. You don't have to be good at something to have fun, and being good doesn't always mean you will. Or a strange surveillance. Where are the main six in this episode? Whereat, I want to start with the characters, and 1 minute for Applebloom. She shows here, like in the last season and Bloom and Gloom, why she is one of my favorite characters. She struggles with growing up and friends. She feels left behind as the Cutie Mark Crusaders find fun in diverse actions and they haven't had to do it for their cutie marks. She sings even a song on herself, the first of the entire season, and I have to say, he pleases me a lot. Well, she sings how every try she's attempt makes her just more sad. She wants to do something with her friends, is so far on a search for a bond to other ponies again. She is so far a pony that feel lost if she is alone. Why she doesn't ask Twilight for a friendship advice? I just don't know. It doesn't break the episode for me, but it is a little odd. Her older sister, or her brother too, could be helpful there, but 1 minute, alright. I think that the three Cutie Mark Crusaders are well played. Scootaloo, my favorite of the CMCs, is swashbuckling and tomboyish as always, but she's trying to share her enthusiasm with the others. And she finds a thing that she likes even more than scootering. Bungee jumping. Closely to flying, I guess. Even Sweetie Belle shows a good setup and tries to learn crochet, but what she makes is looking very hideous and nothing very special at all. Okay, she has just fun to make it, if it is enough for her. Both of them speak mind into Applebloom and clarify the misunderstanding very shortly. A nice improvement for the communication compared to Fly to the Finish. And Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo deliver together the moral of the episode. A moral which I can agree totally with, and which captive me from the first view. I know, I'm repeating the same thing over and over. But this is the best statement of the whole episode for me.
Well, I kind of liked dancing, mainly because it looked like something you couldn't do alone, but I wasn't very good at it.
Well, you don't have to be good at something to have fun, and being good doesn't always mean you will.
I know.
I believe that things I want to do and I'm not being good at, or precisely, I'm not considering to be good at, are letting me down and, like Applebloom, feeling me sad. However, I will try different tasks and stuff again and again, even if I think I'm not talented for them. They could make me happy if I try them. Back to the plot. We got to know a pony with stage fright, and he wants to lift up Applebloom with a conversation and tap dancing insertion. First, a nice callback to Cutie Pox, and more entertaining, a reference with a street lamp and singing in the rain? Thanks for this! I have to mention the writers Haber and Polsky are showing their talents again to introduce a side character very well. Their works with background ponies and side characters are incredible good. We have a quick characterize and well-balanced tender chaps with a great passion for dancing and a great potion of stage fright. His coloring reminds me on Scootaloo only as an earth pony. It fits, neither more in. His main style is even so great. His scenes with Applebloom are so cute, and their shared appearance shows a good chemistry. Applebloom's clumsiness as a dancer eases his worries and sets him free. Alright, and the reaction from the mares as he shows his cutie mark offs are very funny and believable. We get a few references from painting ponies and their art of painting. We have Leonardo da Vinci in the background as a unicorn, Dali with his well-known style of painting, Alexei von Ravensky with a stylish mare picture, and Andy Warhol with his kind of portrait. The other two ponies I couldn't recognize. Sorry, if you please help me out? And the authors show how good they could put a second character for a comedic sideshow. Bulk Biceps is very funny and plays good with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. The Crusaders themselves are very helpful when they step in their roles of Cutie Mark consultants. But why aren't they speaking with well-known blank flanks? Sorry. Like Pipsqueak and guiding them to their marks, instead of trying to make a flat joke with the cake folds. Seriously, a little funny, I guess, but it breaks the character development a little. Oh, what a pity. Never mind. And speaking of character, these episodes show how good character development and design has to be. It's well written and shows why I am enjoying the Cutie Mark Crusaders and especially Applebloom. Now the other part, the scenery and plot design. It catches me and are holding me hostage the whole episode. This is suspensefuller as I expected. Creates, with a diversion from Bulk Biceps, a wrong path to follow, resolves it very shortly, and shows with a classical misunderstanding and Applebloom's worries and sadness to be left off a good development. Very interesting at the following line in the song.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders have always been my home. Maybe now there's more that I could be.
She thinks that the Cutie Mark Crusaders are like her home, unorthodox but still fitting to her. Now she feels lost and abandoned from her friends, like from her parents, maybe? Even so, it's just a misunderstanding and it is resolved very quickly by the other Cutie Mark Crusaders. But Sweetie Belle's indignation about Applebloom's fuel lappiness as she finds nothing to do sounds very like her, and makes a good point for the episode too. The second part of this, the final act, shows how the new learn activities could be useful for the solution of the plot. And its priceless Sakura's silent presence can be fitting. Right, can be fitting. I'm thinking of a return to her during the first view, as she could be very helpful for Applebloom. And I expected that she also will be searching for advice from Applejack or Twilight. But she never thought of this and preferred to lag around her dark feelings as she tries everything? Where are the other main six? Rarity is mentioned by Sweetie Belle and her crochet attempt. Right. But no other main six show in the background, or even more speaking with the CMCs. Strangely, Applejack and Granny Smith never shown up in the apple farm. Instead, we learn that Twist has been befriended with Super Strong Philly, and even Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara has been founding a new friend, and all five are making pies? Why doesn't Applebloom is baking together with Twist? Eventually, their friendship have been cooled up after the CMCs have befriended her. Strange headcanon strikes again? Enough of speculations, time for my resume. The CMCs have grown for me with this episode. Her journey for Cutie Mark may have been ended, and they know what they are doing now. But even if they know this, doesn't mean that they don't learn new stuff and have to sit in the Cutie Mark Crusaders clubhouse forever. They are free now to travel on their own and sometimes even alone. Although they are friends and could make new experiences together. Is this a new direction for their friendship, and as feared by Applebloom, one step for them to left each other? Their personalities are so different that I'm wondering that their friendship doesn't drift apart. However, I believe this wouldn't happen, or I am hoping so. Every pony of them has to develop and grow in different ways. Applebloom wanted most urgently from all three of them her cutie mark, and had to do anything to get it. Now she has accomplished her mission and doesn't know the next step. She falls into a hole, as her solution is not be approved by the other two. Even so, a few people have fallen into the same hole after they accomplish their goals. Scootaloo is the same pony as ever. She has to fight limitations and will be fly eventually. Me personal lacks one thing of her background, her family. I want a view or a whole episode around her family in this season. Come on, she's my favorite side character and she demands it. Sweetie Belle, on the other hand, demands an episode with her sister again and her decision for lifestyle as a singing teacher like she's showing in the episode, or as a singer herself. Her interaction with Rarity are often hilarious for me. Show me more about it. Now, enough hopes and dreams for the following episodes. The last rating. The characters receive 5 out of 5 points. A few minor breaks don't change the value of the new characters and good development for the main cast. Very well written characters and composition. Scenery and plot design. Here I could only say excellent work. 4 out of 5 points. It is fitting, just a few strange things are worth to be mentioned. The absence of the main 6, with the exception of the mentioning Rarity, the time loop for Applebloom as she tries 100 things in one day. Right, the scarf showed the time shift, but the dancing is happening the same day as the show. But these are only minor incidents. The plot catches me and is very fast, but never rushed for my taste. I will not hinder further, so I will trumpet out the total points for this episode.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind, 'cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well they're no friends of mine.
I'm not dancing here. 4.5 out of 5 points. Yes, I will do half points. An excellent episode. It catches my eye that the plot has a few holes, but it catches even more my eye that I or my point of view have changed as long as I review properly these episodes. I'm becoming analytical, critical, and more evaluative, even though that I've lost a few laughs, and my feeling about the episodes are flying a little down. I've mentioned it as I saw The Gift of Maud Pie yesterday. My review was finished already, and I have a lot of fun as I saw Pinky without evaluating eyes. However, I will review more stuff, and next week an episode aired who I only know the title from and nothing else. See you next time for On Second Look, Gauntlet on Fire. Yours truly, Redhatbrony.